Okay, look, it took me a little while to make a video on this. I've had it on my mind for a while, and I'm like, oh, let me just rearrange. Let me do this, this, and that. Anyway, we're finally making the video today about the Crossing Wireless One-Hit Wonder. Probably one of the best low-cost options if you're looking for a ball vape and something cordless that can also handle your concentrates. Bro, this thing is actually pretty sick for the price. And I'm gonna be cautious of showing it to you. If I show it to you in too much detail, YouTube's gonna just restrict the video and you won't be able to see it, or it just won't pop up in your feed. So I gotta remind you, YouTube is for babies, so we won't be using this, but you can see me use this on Twitch. I'm also gonna upload a Rumble video, that green video website you may have heard me mention. Check out rumble.com/Cewpins. I'm gonna post all of my devices over there with a sesh included so you can see it in action. The wireless one-hit wonder is probably one of the best kits in the price range, and I did a little bit of research before this. I've seen some cheaper options in the ball vape category, but some of the stuff, it looked terrible or it just doesn't exist anymore and they're discontinued. But this is made by Crossing, who makes the Core. If you remember a while ago, I made like a best low-cost concentrate device, and it was the Core. And they make a few good things. Some of their devices are hit or miss, but the one-hit wonder is a hit. It's got hit in the name. So the ball vape head is actually pretty cool. In addition to it working like a simple injector, you can also flip it over and use it as a diffuser head. Took off the glass joint for the bowl, but what you can do is just set it over the top and you're gonna heat up the metal, the outside metal a little bit, and then you get a little combination of convection and conduction. Because ball vapes, they're the best convection hitters you get. It's a big old convection hammer. You just put it on top of your flower and then you can pull that hot air through. But the design on this is actually pretty slick, and you have options. You can slide it around if you want to let it sit there and heat up the bowl a little bit and try to get a monster cloud, or you can just slap it right in for a quick injection, convection only hit. I will say, if I'm like loading the bowl up, I got a little bubble in there, a little concentrate, it's like really a fatty. I like to use that diffuser, just let it sit and have everything warm up. And you just get like a monster milky cloud. It's kind of sick. Now, I have a lot of coils, right? This one is pretty decent. I do have to say, it comes with just about everything you need. I thought they said they might include a quartz banger, but I just checked the site. It's not on there. You can save with the Cewpins code over at the V Goodies, but if you just go, I'll put a link to my site in the description with all the info over there, or you can type !1hit in my Twitch or Discord and I'll have something over there. But it's cheap, right? This is the low cost option, like the Ace and the Terp Hammer. That stuff's around 500. That's PS5 money, right? This is around 300. It's not quite half the price, but it's close. You might need to get a couple extra things like the quartz banger to go with it, which you would need to do on some of the other kits. The Ace is one of the most complete kits. But what I don't like, and I'm just gonna unplug it here, is this little metal stand. It's got the coil attached. It's kind of cool, right? But the whole thing's made out of metal. The coil gets hot. By the time my coil is like the proper temperature, that whole little metal base is like a few hundred degrees. Like it doesn't sit you can rest it on the desk, or you can rest it on top of the controller, but it doesn't sit very well on top of this. It just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's not as like complete as some of the other ones, but it's cheap. Like they took away all the fancy bells and whistles and they made this thing cheap. So I would say, in like the same mindset of like the Core, there's newer stuff now, but when I made that was like the best low cost e-rig. This is like the best low cost ball vape if you're looking for a cordless option where you're gonna go from hammer to banger, banger to hammer. Now, I do like that with this kit, they included some things that you need, some essentials, right? You need a brush. You need to be able to brush your bowls out, get the little particulates after you hit the flower on there. They give you a little scoop. I end up using one of my other ones, but it's nice to have a scoop to just easily fill your bowls, especially if you're going back and forth and that bowl gets like kind of hot, right? You just poke it out with something and you could scoop more in there. And one thing that I want to mention is they give you like a pretty cool bowl. It's like in 2 parts. I don't want to show too much because I think they get you for the glass joints, but you get a 14 millimeter and an 18 millimeter joint that you can swap out and use the bowl for like different size pieces. Now, it took me a little while to make a video on this because I've had so much going on, but I really like this one-hit wonder. I think that it's probably like, I made the Ace video saying, you know, every stoner needs this or whatever, but the one-hit wonder might be like a good starting point. The Ace is nicer. It's a little higher end. It's more complete. It's sleeker. It looks cooler, right? It's got that nice wood body to it. If you got a little bit more and you want a more complete kit, I really like the Ace, but the one-hit wonder for the price is kind of sick, dude. It's kind of sick. And honestly, if all you got's about like 300 to get devices or whatever, get this. There's nothing else in the price range that's going to do as much as good. There's no flower device that hits as hard in the price range. There's no concentrate device that hits as good as like a perfectly heated quartz banger in the price range. The one hit wonder is kind of sick. I'll put a link to my website with some rips in the description. You can probably see them over on Rumble. But come tune into the Twitch. I might be using it tonight. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We go live. Have a lit day, my dudes.